Good morning, kids, and happy Friday, September 1st. We are just about ready to go. Actually, we are ready to go. We are leaving our gracious hosts, the Menards store in Mankato, Minnesota. And now we're going to have to slink and slither our way out of this parking lot that was not designed for semi-trucks, as very few of them are. So you just got to be super, super careful. And make sure you don't take out any of their landscaping. They don't like that. So at least it's still early enough to where it's not a madhouse in here. Squeezing in yesterday evening, that was quite a quite a feat, getting through this little driveway entrance up here ahead of us. It took forever to wait for people to get a clue that yes, that big truck actually does want to turn in there. Maybe somebody give him some space so he can do that, but I had to wait quite a while for enlightened people that saw what was happening and what needed to be done and waited patiently and allowed me in, so that was kind of nice. Anyway, now we're going to have to get out of here. Shouldn't be too difficult now that it's not packed full of cars. There we go, we're out.
Now turn left.
And we gotta make our way over here. So yeah, we're on our mad dash home. We have a pickup at a very, very small place. Very, very small town in Minnesota.
Turn left at the traffic light.
And we're gonna go pick that stuff up and bring it to the Plano, Illinois distribution center for Menards.
Switching to a new route.
And from there we're gonna go home. So hopefully it's a nice, uneventful day, and we'll see how it all unfolds. So as I'm driving along here through beautiful Iowa and through all this beautiful country, it dawns on me that one of the things that I like least about the United States: advertising and billboards. Everywhere you go,
turn left on East Hill
this
Street.
gorgeous landscape is just trashed with all of these stupid billboards with all this advertising. Like, we need more advertising in our life. It's really a shame how we trash our beautiful country with all those billboards. Anyway, just wanted to share that. So we're on a construction detour, and I'm not disappointed by the construction detour. This is absolutely beautiful. Wow, beautiful golf course here to our left, and a little lake to the right. Man, some of you folks here in Iowa, you're living in some style here out in this beautiful countryside. Man, it's pretty. Not a bad little detour, if I must say.
In 3/4 of a mile, turn right on Minnesota 99.
All right, well, we're going to be detouring our way all the way to this customer, I think. And that's okay, because if all the roads are like this, I'll do this all day long. This is awesome. Need some popcorn. Love it. Well, can anybody guess what that grain hauler out there way out in front of us is carrying? Anybody? Can anybody guess what's in that truck? I'll give you a hint. We're in Iowa. I'll give you another hint. It's the 1st of September. Yes, that's right. That whole truck is filled with the world's most beautiful, most amazing corn grown on planet Earth. That's right. Iowa corn, folks. It is the bread and butter of this state, and one of the states that feeds the entire world. They do not call it America's breadbasket for no reason. It's a nice sight to see, all of that beautiful fresh corn. It makes me kind of hungry, even though it's way early. I could still deal with some corn on the cob with butter and a little bit of salt. Woo, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Another thing I love about Iowa is I keep passing these little farmer stands where these where the few farms that are still owned by families and haven't been swallowed up by corporatized farming. And they lay their trailers out there in their front corner of their property with a nice awning on it, and all of this fresh produce and pumpkins and corn and you name it, it's all there, nicely packaged, ready to go, freshly grown. And it's a what do they call it, an honor system. You know, there's nobody there. You just stop and you look at the price tag and you put your money in and you take what you need. Or some of them even say, hey, pay what you can, you know, because there are a lot of people struggling. And you know what? Hats off to farmers that do that. I think that's an amazing thing, because farmers are hard-working people, and they have to bust their ass for what little they're able to earn. And it's very generous of them to do that. I think that's great. So the world needs more of that. But man, look at all that corn. Anybody else hungry? I love it. Well, we are entering the fine little town of Montgomery, Iowa. And we will be arriving here in just a few minutes at our shipper. 2 minutes to be exact. And I just have to remember the exact route. I believe, yeah, it's up at that dead end. I got to hang a left. You got to be real careful in here because
at the end of the street,
there's only a couple of little streets that you're allowed to drive on a semi-truck, and other than that, this is entirely residential and way too small for big trucks like this. So, pretty little town though. Let's see here. We followed that corn truck all the way, and there's a Seneca plant here as you enter the town. I probably should have flipped on the cameras for that. But what I found interesting is that, and these buildings here off just kind of in front of us to our left, that this is the facility, the backside. But that Seneca plant, you know, agricultural processing, they make juices and I think they do canned goods too, if I'm not mistaken. Which would explain why the corn truck is going in there. But what I found interesting is that as you come along the main drag there is a fence, and then on the other side of those fence, there's all of these trailers, like single wide trailers. And the trailers are actually very nice. You know, they're nice and clean and relatively new, and you know, they look very well organized, very nicely laid out. But it's all migrant workers, and I thought that was really interesting because you know, a lot of, not all of, but a lot of Iowa is very conservative, and they're very vocal about immigrant workers taking American jobs, blah blah blah. Which has been the case since the dawn of time in the United States, unfortunately, no matter what your opinion is. That's just the way this country works, and always has. It's cheap labor, and migrants will come up and they'll work for a lot less than Americans will. And yeah, that sucks, but it's also very much necessary and partially drives our economy. So, you know, there's pros and cons to everything in life, and there's always gray, right? So once you start thinking and acting in black and white terms, you really got to check yourself, because the world isn't that simple. But I thought that was interesting. Anyway, let's go check in. All right, well, this should be fun. Just met a nice guy from another company who's also picking up here. He's never been here, so just gave him a few pieces of advice. And he's going to watch me. He's going to be my eyes. So that's nice. So I got to get onto door 1, but in order to do that, I want to flip myself around. And I'm going to take his help, but I'm also going to watch my mirrors. Thank you. Always nice to have help. Very nice guy. See, there are still truck drivers out here that'll help others. I like seeing that. It's good to not be the only one. Because I go out of my way to help people, I really do. And that's not to toot my own horn, I just think that's the way it should be, you know? All of us are out here on our own. Us against the world, against everybody. Because everybody's got an answer that they want the truckers to do, and we have to do it all. So, we are the only ones who have our own backs. I wish more drivers understood that. So always take an opportunity if one comes up, give a guy a hand, or a gal. And we are landed. Yeehaw. Okay, we are all loaded up and back on the road. And as they were once before, those folks at that tech company there that makes all these connectors of some sort or another that are going to Menards, very, very nice people in there. They were the last time I was there as well. And I got to meet a fellow driver from Ukraine. Very, very nice guy. And it's always nice to meet some good people when you're on the road, right? So he helped me kind of back in there. I helped him back in there because it is a very tight little local place, and just good to see that, you know, people willing to help each other. I like that. So kumbaya, damn it. Anyway, we are rolling and we are on our trip to Plano, Illinois. We're meandering our way on Highway 21 in Iowa, heading due east. and it's going to take a little bit of a turn to go south and east, and that's going to pick up US 14, and US 14, we will take that due east until it intersects I-90, and then I-90 the rest of the way in, to 39, probably to 88, or 80, I can't remember. No, 88, because we're going to Plano. So anyway, just back driving, gorgeous day. It's nice fall weather, actually. It's about, what is it anyway? 73 degrees, sunny, a little breezy. Absolutely beautiful. This is my kind of weather. So in a good mood, ready to get home, and ready to have a 3-day weekend. Yes! I'm going to be the laziest piece of shit on planet Earth. I'm planning it right now. I'm going to eat, sleep, I might scratch some stuff, maybe burp, maybe fart, I don't know. We'll see if I have the energy. Other than that, I'm going to be a lazy piece of crap. Oh, well, yeah, I gotta edit videos, so there is that. So even when I'm off, I'm working on videos. So, but that's okay. I like doing that. So anyway, we are rolling. More later. So we're on a real steep downgrade, getting close down to the Mississippi River as you come through Minnesota on the way east towards Iowa. And this Martin truck in front of me, this entire way down, which is a very long way down, that's the first time right now that I've seen him off his brakes. The entire way down this long, steep downhill, he was sitting on his brakes. That blows me away. Whenever I see a driver do that, it's like, do you not know what a jake brake is? I don't get it. I've gone down this entire slope just clicking my jake brake. I haven't touched my brake pedal once. I'm doing just fine. Truck's doing just fine. This guy is literally on the brakes the whole way down. That is an accident waiting to happen. One of these days he's going to burn his brakes and off to the races. So for all you new drivers, don't do that. Alright, well, we have completed our journey just about. We are arriving at the Menards Distribution Center in Plano, Illinois. Quite a large one as well. I've not been here yet with this company, but I was here before with another company a couple of times. So I am somewhat familiar with it. But we will see. Gotta wait for some of this traffic to come. I don't like cutting in front of people. Alright, finally our turn. So we need building 2623. And I remember there's two guard shacks. There's one on the left and there's one on the right.
To highlighted route.
And I have no idea which one we should go to.
Turn left, then take the first left.
Van entrance. Okay, the one to the right. Let's go to that one. 2623 building. Alright. We are getting there. Okay, let me shut this off while I speak with the gate. Alright, so now we got to find building 2623. Somewhere back here, I do remember this area. I had to grab an empty trailer out of this lot to our left. I remember that. Oh, and another time on the lot to our right. Yeah, I remember that too. So, and I do remember this road snakes around 90 degrees to the left. Why is this still on? I turned you off. How are you still on? Unbelievable. This app won't die. Power off. How's that? Now you'll die. God, trucker path is annoying as hell. There's no way to turn it off. God. I mean, it's an extremely useful app. and I do use it, and there's a lot of really good things about it, but it is so clunky and so cumbersome, and in so many ways, so stupidly designed and laid out. I could make a mile-long list. I should probably go visit their developers and tell them all the shit that's wrong with that app. But, again, having said that, it does provide some very valuable information, so I do use it. I just don't care for it that much. Anyway, where is building 2623? Where could it possibly be? And we are golden.